Hello, I'm Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play King's Bounty 2. So the plan for today is to explore the castle Lomarok. We'll see what we find there, and if we have time I would like to return to the Mage Academy and finish some of the quests that we did last time. It was here in the fair, then the castle. The quest in the castle will also take us back to the academy, so we should get quite a few rewards if everything goes well. So, I played off camera a little bit, just did some exploring around the fair and in front of the castle, but I didn't step into the castle yet, so let's see what we find in there. Actually, maybe I should check the quests. What exactly are we looking for here? Search the ruins, and then Rosans is a new quest. Okay, so I think... Actually, no, let's have a look around, just quickly if there is anything interesting around here before we go in. A door. Oh, we can open the door. Okay. No, we can't. It's locked. Never mind. On the other side, there is something here. And that's it. Okay. So that's the door. Is there anything? I don't see. Oh, there is something here. There is a chest. So we want to open the door at some point. More loot. Yeah, there is a chest. Is that really... Hey! That's a big troll.
So, 3 signs of Alm, then a dash, or is it 2 dashes? This huge oaf is breaking my concentration. Stupid and loud. So... Alcadolo, reversion, Amri, Olmadash... Curses! Okay,
I thought that for a moment that this might be a unit bender, but probably not. Probably some unsuccessful mage. Nothing. What is this? Oh, just a torch. Oh, let's start with this guy.
Oh, familiar face. You look like you want to boost your armed power.
Wait a moment. You're the disciple with the magic quill, aren't you?
Long story. They kicked me out, but now I've found a real trade. Trolls, raw force, the endurance of stone, and total obedience.
Trolls are anything but obedient. What kind of tall tale are you spinning this time?
Until now, I have discovered a spell that can tame them. Once I have the final ingredient, I'll be taming trolls with the snap of my finger.
I've never heard of this spell. But what's the ingredient?
The Stone of Worry. I've read that this stone so terrifies trolls in its presence, a troll's mind goes soft as clay. These stones are said to be sentient and hide when they hear footsteps. I also read that they can be found along the riversides in Middle Ruin. A trip to Ruin is out of the question right now. Too many beasts and brigands. But as soon as I can manage it, I'll be in the business of selling trolls. The most important thing is to keep the stones at a distance. Otherwise, the enchantment might get out of control.
Okay. Where do we have to go for this? I might actually be able to get there. I really want to return to the academy today. Can we
You might think I'm delirious,
learn anything
but
more?
I've read all about it in books.
Yes, books are full of all sorts of ideas. One more time. Where is that stone quarry?
Of Worry. They can be found here, in Middle Ruin on the riverbanks. But the stones hide if you make too much noise. That's what Mage Nikas wrote.
What about that troll in the hovel? Have you tamed it yet?
It's a simple illusion. In his mind, the dummy before him is an unconquerable enemy.
You sure know how to chill his spine. Can you control them, too?
Easy. I'll set the worry stone like so, pry open the troll's mind, and then pop! Toss the concept of submission inside, putting an idea in its head, so to speak. That's it. I will immediately remove the stone. I do not wish to develop its mind too much. I prefer them stupid, but obedient. And there you have it.
Okay, so he might become, in the end, a unit vendor. Just have to help him a little bit. What about this thing? Excuse me.
You're frightened, all right. I'm even feeling pity for the beast. Fancy that.
Can we help the troll instead of the
So,
mage?
3 signs of awe,
Probably not.
then a dash, or is it 2 dashes? This huge oath is breaking my heart. Stupid and loud.
How do we get past the barrier? Alan, you lazy, good-for-nothing slouch. You keep forgetting to light all the torches in the courtyard. Yes, every torch. Yesterday I stumbled in the dark and bruised my knee. If I didn't take such pity on your suffering mother, I'd dismiss you. Instead, I went to the Mage's tower and asked Master Ilan to cast an enchantment upon the torches. The door to my tower where we died will no longer open, lest every torch is lit. Therefore, you will get no dinner until this duty is finished. Approach each sconce and speak the word luminous core. I guess we will have to find all torches. That's one.
So,
I hope there are not too many.
or is it 2 dashes?
2.
This huge oath is breaking my concentration. Stupid and loud.
3. There is 4th. Maybe one more. 5.
I
No.
hope the Castellan
there is-
didn't have any
that is
talkative
enough, okay.
skeletons in his
3
closet.
signs of alm, then a dash, or is it 2 dashes?
And 353, year 1 of King Claudius's reign. Today the Baron returned to the castle neither sober nor kind. He shouted at the servants, refused to hear my weekly report, and went straightway to his chambers. Listening at the keyhole, Alan heard the Baron complain about his argument with Grefflet, locked himself in his room and went to sleep, probably, without removing his boots. Good thing I have the key. I can at least take his boots off. Or he'll complain about his migraine and numb legs again in the morning. Everything peaceful today. Just one thing concerns me. As I was about to retire to my tower, I believe I saw a ghost. Deep shadows all around the castle. Something scratching and gnawing. The torches are out and the servants have all gone off somewhere. The slouches. I'll go give them a dressing down. Okay.
Key. Nestled among the pages.
So that's probably the castle to the door on the other side of the castle. That was the other way. I'm just checking here if there's anything we could loot, perhaps.
Oath is breaking my concentration. Stupid and loud.
I expected a fight here, but it doesn't seem like we'll be fighting. Oh, that's a deep hole. Can we go down there somehow? More scrolls. My dearest friend, you are a talented assassin and soon to become an adept of darkness. I am proud of our friendship. I must ask you to perform a small yet urgent contract for me. A wondrous coincidence led to a public disagreement between Baron Lomarok and his cohort Greflet. The Baron's death may easily be blamed on this night, but we must act quickly. Eliminate the Baron and his servants. Then meet me at the desolate place among the ancient dolmens. Don't tell anyone about your work on the side. You wouldn't want to lose such a generous client, would you? Your friend. Okay, it seems that we might be actually getting somewhere. And the chest, ancient ceremonial sword, and silver statuette. So just garbage both. Where do we need to go now? I don't see a new quest mark. Probably blind. Bubble, I said I wanted to go back to the academy, so let's do that. This is new, right? Oh, what was that? Do not pass. Castle Lomarok is no longer His Excellency Baron Armand Dupont's liking. His Excellency's exquisite taste will not suffer this shabby rock pile, a leftover of the ill-bred Baron Lomarok in his demand. So I'm pretty sure the guy who paid for the murder was Dupont. The castle is to be disposed of. The title to Castle Lomarok will be granted to anyone who brings 3 adult white Janglan tigers to the Dupont mansion, or a flying ship. A small one will do.
He might as well have asked for a dragon in return for these old stones.
Okay, where is the closest waypoint? I'm just gonna quickly check if there is anything around here. Nope. Nope. Hey, there is something here.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why? My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixir.
The quest marker should be here, right? Is it? It has to be this one.
Hey, apprentice. I've got your tools.
Wow! That means I can go back to Rickville. Oh, and Kamos might not wallop me now.
Off you go. Give the blacksmith the good news.
Thanks a bunch. I bow low to you. Kamos is quite the heavy hitter.
There we go. Quest complete. I wasn't paying attention what the reward was. Is there anything new? What is this? I'm just checking the some of the items that we now can equip. I said that I won't be using these, but I just want to check what we can actually equip now.
he started studying the art.
So that's one. Now, there should be something here, if I remember the map correctly.
Well then, sir, why can't you give me a tabula of proceduntion? Ugh, I mean, tinseduntion. Yes, that's right.
Young knight, we are engaged here in the finer arts of magic. Tinsedunction, on the other hand, is an example of crude, materialistic enchantment. You will perhaps have better luck asking the craftsman at Montpatry.
In other words, you don't have it.
Yeah, one could say that. We have no use for such things.
Then where can I find Master Didier?
Who knows? He has nothing to do with our magic either.
I found your mercenary. He's sitting in the company of his men, grumbling and mourning Baron Lomarok.
Incredible. I had just been thinking on Lomarok myself. A good knight and an honest guard. He was murdered. Immediately afterwards, Greflet was discharged from the guard.
Why?
Greflet and Lomarok were good friends, but they happened to have a loud argument one day before several witnesses. That very same night, Lomarok was found dead with a knife in his back. Two people saw Greflet fleeing the place Lomarok was killed, and he was accused of murder. Greflet himself claimed to remember nothing of that evening. The witnesses were not called to the trial. Unfortunately, Turbert, the legate at the time, wasn't particularly driven to seek the truth of the matter. Discharged from the guard and exiled from Marcella, Greflet became a mercenary. Castle Lomarok passed to the Baron's closest relation, Armand Dupont. Soon after, the construction of the Dupont estate was completed, and Castle Lomarok was destroyed in an accident. Perhaps it was fire, or perhaps magic. Nobody knows for certain. Go to the ruins of Castle Lomarok. The secrets of the past will be uncovered there, if anywhere.
Oh, I probably should have talked to this guy first before I went to the castle. Whatever. Hopefully we didn't bug the quest line. Let's talk to him again.
Did you find Castle Lomarok? Make your way from the Mage's Tower to the tavern, then head south.
Yeah, I did find the castle.
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes.
This place doesn't look like a library to me. But Amanda has the final word on that.
It seems my worst fears have been confirmed. A short while before the epidemic began, an artifact was brought to the tower. It was excavated from somewhere deep in the ancient crypts on Mage Actarius's orders. Apparently the mage in question is our librarian. He's incredibly nasty, but he seems to reserve an especially black hatred for me. He refuses even to speak to me.
Someone else needs to talk to him then.
Since you're here, could you talk to him, please? Meanwhile, I'll try to find out something about artifacts and curses.
Well, let's keep talking to people. At some point that should lead to an end of more quest lines. I thought I saw something shiny here, but I was just seeing things.
Home, my little turtle cake, right now. This was to be expected. I am so sorry, my bright daffodil, but this is the end for us.
Ursula, please be calm. I will deal with this. Now you listen to me. To begin, the disaster was not caused by the poison. Palatinos is wrong. That's not why it happened. Second, we don't have the retort. We left it back at the foundry.
Very well. I want to know everything you saw.
Yes, I will tell you everything.
Hey, new animation.
You see, we weren't the only nighttime guests at the Mage factory. We were just fetching the order when I stumbled upon some horrible ritual. And the explosion. We ran outside and that spirit attacked us. It was furious. Ursula dropped the boiling flask. Palatinus saved us. He subdued the spirit with a spell and it let us go. We left the flask behind at the Mage factory.
Now this is starting to sound like the truth to me.
We were at Castle Ardennes. Palatinus fled right away, and the spirit... What was his name?
Ador. That was what Palatinus called him. That is the spirit's true name, Ador. Unfortunately, before I could command this entity, it called for help.
More spirits appeared, and we ran. Oh, how we ran. And then... what else could we do? We spent our last coin on that poison.
By what evidence can I know you are telling the truth?
If you need a witness, talk to Ador. He will tell you we're telling the truth.
We told you everything. You won't put us in chains after we've been so helpful to your investigation, will you?
The shady schemes of the Marcellan nobles interest me not in the slightest. I've seen far more nefarious characters.
I'm just checking what's the next quest that we're gonna focus on. Really tempted to go into the catacombs. Just talk to Palatinus on the way. And I wonder if we have to talk to the Iron Mask. I hope not. This way? Probably.
The Rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester.
That should be him, right? Yeah.
Honorable Actarius, would you kindly tell me about the artifact you found in the ancient crypts?
What, again? I'm tired of explaining myself. I haven't followed that kind of research in countless years. I'm a librarian for Ulagi's sake. Ah, that crazy Amanda woman sent you, right? She's always nosing around where she's not welcome.
Octarius, there's no need to get worked up. You don't want to run afoul of Prince Adrian's envoy now, do you?
Oh, so you know the prince personally. What was it you wanted? It's just that...
I want to know why you needed that artifact, and where it is now.
I don't know where the artifact is now. This was a long time ago. There might be more about it in the research log. You can find it in the alchemy lab.
There. That's what I wanted.
Okay, where is the alchemy lab? On the other side of the university.
The Rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester.
I demand of you, capture that darn spirit. Castle Ardennes is my ancestor.
Here.
It's not in the best.
Modified substance, brown root essence of will, septifolius vulgaris extract. Due to Sark's action substance, discarded as Class B magical waste. Reason expiry. Well, so far nothing. Water charged with artifact. Ancient crypts known, source unknown. Extra discarded as Class A magical waste. Reason further research deemed unnecessary. Artifact is toxic and dangerous. The artifact has been buried according to secret instructions. Any questions should be directed to lab worker Sachs. Please, please don't make me go back to that guy. Nope. Oh, we have to go all the way. Okay. Can we call the horse? That might be faster. Then we'll just use this waypoint, most likely, and teleport to the crypt. I think he should be down here. Yep, that should be him.
Here you are. How are you doing? The view nicely complements the toxins, eh?
What? What do you mean?
You tell me. About how you dumped the waste from the artifact examination out here.
How did you find out? Did that spirit send you?
What spirit? Sax, you poisoned an entire village. Do you know what will happen to you if somebody finds out?
It's not my fault. I was following the spirit's orders. Look, that artifact is possessed by a spirit. A ghost. Some restless soul. It's been haunting my dreams. Then it demanded I ignore the rules and dump the waste right over there.
I think I'm beginning to catch on. Continue.
The water was imbued with a magic that empowers the spirit. Once that water ended up in Parnak, they all got sick. Now he wants to know where the artifact is buried, but well, no one's gonna tell me that. I'm a mere disciple. An exhausted disciple.
He wants to finish what he started. I believe I know enough now.
Well, but I don't. Where do we have to go? God damn it. Well, let's stick to the original plan. We'll just add Bernard to the list, talk to Bernard, talk to Palatinus, and then go into the ancient tomb. And we'll finish this quest at some point. We should run into it eventually. Yeah, I wonder if I'll be able to turn the horse around here. Oh, hey, it worked. Just... that wasn't too bad. Either I got used to the horse, or they made it a little bit easier to control.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixirs.
So I shielded the miller's daughter with my left hand, and picked up an iron bar with the other, and battered that bear up.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
No problem. I once visited Kaya Thurn, the Elven Island. There's this magic tree called the Sidley. It bears apples the size of my head, so crisp and juicy. Know what the elves do with them? They bring elven virgins to the tree at midnight, and these young maidens cup the apples in their delicate hands. The sun rises, and at midday, the apples transform into pure fusk right before your eyes. You only need to harvest them before they explode. 'Twas the sweetest fusk I ever had. Those elven virgins weren't your average kitchen girls either. Their arms get so bulked up, they could throw an anvil like it was a bowl. So much for that nonsense about fusk being bad for you.
Okay, not quite what I expected. Is that not the guy that I was supposed to talk to? Oh wait, I was supposed to talk to Bernard. Never mind.
I'm so glad to see you. Did you find anything out at the Mage's Tower?
The restless ghost of a necromancer is to blame. He commanded a disciple from the tower to pour enchanted water down onto your village. The water contained a dark magic that nourished the necromancer's spirit. Something deadly for humans. That's what poisoned the villagers.
But why did this ghost want to harm our village? What did we ever do to him?
There's no why to it. The mages would have noticed the spirit and banished it at once. You didn't sense his presence, however, so he latched onto you like a tick.
What now? Will this entity feed on our strength until we all wither away to empty husks?
Who knows? The spirit's power is contained within a certain artifact. Destroy the artifact and your life force will return. Too bad I don't know where it is.
Oh, why did I get tangled up in all this? There's no hope left for us. If someone could find that wretched spirit and bring it to justice. The entire village is dying and no one cares. How is that possible? You work for the prince, don't you? Help us. Amanda said the artifact had been dug up from those crypts on the other side of the bridge.
Oh my.
Okay, so that's definitely where we are heading. But first, let's talk to Palatinus quickly.
Did you find them? Did you get the retort?
Worry not, Palatinus. The retort is still in the Mage factory. Ador knocked it out of Ursula's hands.
Oh no. It fell on the floor then. That's even worse. The retort may have been damaged. If so, the poison will start seeping out and spread around the Mage factory. And then, who knows how many more people will go mad from breathing in its miasma. The Widow's Kiss has already destroyed the Mage factory.
You overestimate the potency of your poison, Palatinus. It wasn't the cause of the disaster. Besides, you might as well retrieve the retort yourself. You have a whole swarm of spirits at your disposal. Take advantage of them, like you did of Ador.
I can't. No one can. The Mage factory is quarantined by Kaythorn's magic and a whole army of mages. Besides, I can't even remember how to get to the Mage factory. My mind's on fire. I need to neutralize the poison, and quickly. But how can I do that with the Widow's Kiss still inside the Mage factory? Find the retort, and your reward will be generous. You have my word.
Okay, so that's another quest. Just moving all of the exclamation marks, this massive blob, and I guess that's where all of the quests end. Now, how do we get to the crypt? Over the bridge and down. Oops, don't fall down.
I hope I'll be spared the typical traps and riddles this time.
So that's the entrance. We don't want to go there yet. Let's check everything that's around here. Who are you? Oh, we can trade with this guy. Interesting. Didn't expect that. Definitely doesn't look like a vendor. So what do you have? Oh, you have undead units. Out of these, maybe this is worth checking. Nope, 130 health is not enough. What is this, by the way? Now, even with the morale buff from the Death Knights, the undead units are just not good enough. I understand the idea here, just get only undead units or anarchy units, have super high morale so that you can basically attack twice with every single one of them almost every turn. But they are too fragile, and also they are quite slow. Nope, this is not gonna work. Maybe with the dragons, so that you have the massive bone dragon as a tank in front. Then it could work. Also with this AoE attack, that might be interesting. But we probably won't get the dragons in, or won't have the option to recruit dragons until almost the end of the game. That's another thing that I really like about all of the previous King Bounty games, that you got to do strong units early, and they were not game breaking. Like, sometimes they were not even that good. You just had to know how to work with them. Here, as you progress through the game, you are getting access to stronger and stronger units, and they just have numbers so significantly higher than anything before that you just mostly have to use them, basically. It's all of the creativity was taken away. Oh, what is this?
Is this what I need?
What are you looking for? Hey. Who are you?
Mummy spirit, reveal your name.
My name was Molino. It does not matter now, however. What do you want from me?
I'm aware that you want a certain artifact returned to you.
Yes. And yet, I don't see the blazing scroll on you.
Well, at least now I know what I need to search for. Is there any way you could see that blazing scroll?
I can sense it, but I can't retrieve it. The mages buried the scroll and enchanted the place to ward off the undead. You can help me. Wait! Let me gaze upon it once more. Wait!
I think we have to talk to him again.
You speak like one of the ancient sorcerers of Nagarajar. Where did you get this relatively fresh body?
My knowledge of black magic allowed me to claim another man's body. I am by no means perfect yet, but once I have my artifact, I shall become fully human once more, powerful and vigorous. It's the only way for me to survive the Blight. The dead speak of nothing else.
What do you know about the Blight?
It is inevitable. The dead are terrified by it, more so than the living. If only I had my scroll.
Let's try again.
You speak like one of the ancient...
Okay, never mind.
It's the...
What do you know about the...
It is...
Okay, so now we know that we are looking for a scroll. But where do we have to go? Back to Bernard? But before that, let's check the crypt. Hey, more puzzles. At first, after reading the message from Sujan, the serpent lover, Aldred the Sparebearer couldn't help but laugh. But looking at his small army, he felt deep sadness, a treacherous indifference to the position of his mind, undermining his will. But cold rage sobered him, and he led his soldiers to attack. Fire. Oh, that's all fire. So it's something about the faces. This looks like rage. This looks kinda happy. I don't know about this one. This one looks sad. Love, sad. Something and will? I'm not will. Where is it? His mind undermining his will. Rage, there. Is there anything before that? How about love? Love, sadness. So this one is love. This one is sad. This one is probably rage. Is there anything called rage sobered him and he led his soldiers to attack? Oh, that's indifference is the third one. Yeah, this looks like indifference. There we go.
I found the crypts. I hope the treasure is still inside.
That's it? Aristocrat's gloves. And really? That's it? Is it really just a bunch of garbage that we just got? Where are the aristocrat's gloves? No, that's not it. Aristocrat's gloves. There we go. Baron's armor. Merchants will offer 5% more gold when trading with the hero. Merchant prices are also reduced by 5%. Yeah, but it's a set bonus. And I mean, that's a set that you probably want to have in the bag and equip it only for trading, but there is nowhere near enough trading for this to be worth it. Also 5%. You'll probably have to start with the complete set and equip it every single time to make this worth it. It's just better to sell the gloves, and just the money you get for the gloves is probably more than you would get from the bonus. That's what I call a useless item. Okay. Where is the horse? There. Yeah. I would never turn him from that position. Okay, let's go back to the pub. We're gonna do a little bit more talking, and that's probably it for this episode. And by the way, is there anything... I know, I thought that there might be something new on this side.
Why the tragic sighs, dear fellow? Let us raise a glass of
Oh, there is something.
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixirs.
The cause of all your troubles is a necromancer named Molino. He's promised to leave you alone if the stolen scroll is returned to him. There's no way to know if he's telling the truth, but I'm going to find that scroll. I wonder what it looks like.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here we are, helping the spirit, yet he was the one who made the lab assistant dump all kinds of waste on our village. Don't you think he deserves a lesson?
Is it worth it? We just want him to leave us alone, don't we?
Don't you want to teach him a lesson?
Is it worth it? Maybe it would be more prudent to just get him to leave us alone.
I'll double the reward I promised.
I'm not sure you promised any reward whatsoever, but I'll see what I can do.
Oh my. Why the tragic sighs, dear fellow?
Okay, toxic artifact. Let's check our options. Examine runestones. That's it? Oh, and there is something behind the pub. Well, it seems that we successfully moved all of the quests closer to the Mage factory. Okay, this one is really far away. We can't cross this bridge, so to get to these quests, we have to go this way, so we don't have to worry about those yet. This one is one of the last ones that we're gonna do, probably. I definitely don't want to fight the elementals. I mean, I could if I was in the mood for some reloading, because if we see the same garbage as last time, like everything getting 2 attacks, then I would just reload, try again, and hope for better RNG. But I don't want to do that. I want to come back with a stronger army that can handle even better RNG. So next time, we'll probably try to get those stones, see if we can turn the guy in the castle into a proper vendor. Brand's grandfather. Don't remember this quest, but we can do that as well. We'll do another trial. The previous one was actually pretty good with the dragon. I kind of like that one, so we'll see if this one is good as well. And once we are done here, we will... Oh, actually, this is probably going to be another trial, so maybe we could do 2 trials next time. With these together with these quests, and then we will check the runestones and the merchants. That's probably the plan, and hopefully we'll find... Actually, yeah, we'll definitely have something to fight in those trials. But unfortunately, didn't find anything to fight today. So it was just a lot of talking. Oh well, I hope that you still like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.